My name is Chris Wilson. I am a middle blocker. My number is 14, and this is my first year in engineering. There's 7 engineering students on our team for the engineering faculty. So it is a great place to start, and a lot of people that are in the team family to help you out. And for engineering, UBC is one of the most highly regarded schools in Canada for this faculty, and it is an incredible school to go to. I've always been psyched to come to UBCO because of the small campus size, and it's not as massive as the city of UBC Vancouver. So one of the biggest parts of the engineering faculty that drew me in was that you get to choose in engineering there's a bunch of different subsections. The 4 main ones would be civil, structural, electrical, and mechanical engineering. And one of the coolest things about UBCO is that you actually get 2 years to choose your subsection. So that was one of the main draws. I'm a very indecisive person, so having that second year to choose what I want to do is going to be very helpful. My decisiveness with people and with my sport are completely different. When it comes to the game, I try my very best to keep my focus on the court, on the players, on our team, on our side of the net. So whatever is going on, I am trying to keep my mental focus on our court, make sure I know exactly where the ball is going to go, where I have to set up to block, and where I have to be to swing. It's all a matter of timing and looking and reading the play. It's almost like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It's the idea that as you're progressing through high school, you start learning all these techniques to help you in your game. You learn how to pass well, set well, swing, the timing of the game, the tempo. And all of a sudden, when you hit the university, everything's changed. You still have those base foundations of skills, but the tempo's increased. The speed that the ball is hit is increased. The passing has to be a perfect pass every single time, where before, if it was a little off, no one would really bug you about it. It's got to be on the money every time, your set's got to be there, your passes, your swings, and you have to play the other team a lot more strategically than you used to. It's a matter of knowing who the other team has for players, who their top swingers are, who their best passers are, and keeping the ball away from those players. There are tons of players here who have a major advantage over me. I've just started off, a lot of these guys have a couple of years on me for sure. Granted, our team is very young. It's composed of mostly 1st, 2nd, and 3rd years, with the exception of 2 5th years. But there's a lot of competition out there, and if this is just how our team is, there's going to be a lot of top-notch players in this country to play against. I mean, there's tons of players. I know quite a few players that I've played with who have gone on to play in different leagues. So I know a couple Thompson Rivers boys, UBC Vancouver boys, and I am stoked to play against them because we're all going to have the same feelings. And by the time we actually get to play each other on the court, those feelings are going to have disappeared, and we're going to have a 1v1. We're going to be able to play off against each other with this newfound energy, power, all these things that we've worked on in training, and we actually get to incorporate it into the court. My favorite aspect is probably the camaraderie, because in a lot of different sports, it can still be a team sport, but one person can still manage to carry the team. This sport particularly, you can't really do that. One person cannot pass, set, and swing all at the same time. It's a matter of each person has their own role to play, and if you want to be a good team, everyone has to do their role well. There's tons of different ways to approach this game. So you have your middle blockers, your setters, your left sides, and your right sides. Each position has its role. The blockers have to be there on every play, just to get to the ball, to make sure that you can at least get a touch on that swing to slow the ball down. Left sides, liberos, they're the guys who are passing it up for the setters. Setters got to put it wherever they think is best, reading the other team and doing what they do best, and whoever gets the ball to swing gets to put it down. Both are the most incredible feelings in the world. Whether you get a slam block, if it goes straight to the floor, you just get pumped with energy, you bring it into the team, everyone's just yelling and screaming like, oh my goodness, that just happened. But when you get a massive swing, the same thing happens. If you hit that ball straight to the floor, no one has a chance to stop it, and that feeling of overpowered, a feeling like you've got so much energy and so much power to you that no one's going to stop you is one of the best sensations in the world. What I like to do outside of school is there are A few things, not too many. I generally try my best to go out and socialize and try and get along with people, sometimes to the point of annoyance. But I generally try my best to go out there and meet other people and see what they're doing. But for those days where I'm at home and I don't really have much to do, I pick up a good book every once in a while, or I fiddle on the computer, read emails, play games, you know, just as an ordinary teenager would. When I was a little kid, I used to fantasize, well, I used to really enjoy this novel written by Ian Pulfer, a series called Artemis Fowl. Now, this was usually when I was around grade 3 to 5, but it's one of those series that really stuck to me as I was a little kid. I would always look forward to reading the next novel, and it was very exciting.